to make them corporeal. And frankly, our biggest, even bigger issue is Aranya is going to. Oh, if he was mad about a door getting broken, I'm curious what his view on breaking the damn hollow point is going to be.
Well, let me know what you wish. I've figured out some things about this engine room, so I can move the tower if you wish.
This thing has.
We might not need to fix it until we actually decide if we're going to open up those portals and go through them to the other planes.
What do we need in those portals?
The weapon.
But we can't use them.
But it's they need to be gathered to get to Nightweather, though. No.
Or do they?
That was what.
Well, at least that's what the Rune Masters thought.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, like a tuning fork kind of thing. Like,
yeah, from what you read in those things you found, somehow these items were a connection to Nightweather. They thought they had to get all four, and that's what they were doing after the cataclysm came.
Slovak, can you tell me what you really know about? What's actually known about Nightweather?
I know very little. It's supposed to be the first city built by the humans and dwarves who came to Gaian, though somehow it seems to be disconnected from the rest of Gaian. I'm not sure how that's possible.
Are its inhabitants supposed to be advanced then?
Oh yes, the magics and machinery that our ancestors came with is supposed to be beyond any of the different cycle empires ever developed.
I had heard through the grapevine that Haranye may be a citizen of Nightweather.
He says, "What is a citizen of Nightweather? As in an inhabitant?"
Yes, he's from there.
I would have assumed that Nightweather would be an abandoned ruin by now. Do people still live there?
That I'm not sure, but it might give reason to why he's able to do what he's able to do with this tower.
That would make sense. If he is from that place, then yes, he may know of ways of controlling this that the Rune Masters wouldn't have accounted for. It seems like this tower is originally a structure of Nightweather. That's how it can do the amazing things it can do.
Interesting, so that means you would know all of the back doors into it. The Rune Masters would not.
And I got a good deal on this tower as a base, Gavrick says.
Yeah, okay. We're a little couple steps from that still, Bozo. If you haven't noticed.
He says, "Wait, what do you mean?"
Have you hit on the head in the sleep? The hollow point is busted, and we still have to fix that. We still need to.
Of course, I just meant once it's all fixed. This will be a great place to use as a base. He just kind of.
You think? I look at Glenn. I ignore him. I look and I'm like, do you think Hollow Hand would be useful?
I do. Although
I don't know. That little
I don't
shit
know.
seems kind
There's
of
just-
mad. Diddy says, like, I don't know if he's playing with a full deck of cards. Seems more like a danger.
that is also true. But I wonder if it's because of the ones we've met, simulacrums. I'm curious if we could ever meet the real Hollow Hand.
Well, regardless of what you do right now, Slovik says I can continue my studies of the control device. Now that I know that the attack was not my doing, I feel a bit better. He says, I just wish I could have done more to help save Arapel.
I give him I'm not like I give him the look that's like he's not completely forgiven because I still kind of blame him, but I'm like, all right, you're kind of off the hook.
He just kind of gives you a solemn nod and says, I shall be in the control room if anyone wish to speak. He's just going to head back.
I still think, guys, that we should get him to repair the hull. I think to some degree, we still need to fix this.
Is it a good idea to let him keep working on that control room? I mean, we don't know if he could actually do something bad.
Yeah, I'm still. I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm still a little, rattled from what happened.
But that is unfortunately our only best bet and option at this point.
Yeah, maybe so. Well, you just let me know what you need, and she'll kind of pat Malin on the shoulder and give you a smile. And she'll go back to her base area.
Should finish up rest.
Yeah, we need to finish up our rest first and foremost. Then we can decide
And I think
what our next step is.
we should hold the next step. We should hold a funeral or memorial for Arapel in the morning.
Alright.
You know, you're right. I didn't think about that. You're right. That would be the right thing to do.
Alright, so I'm gonna once again try to pass some time.
Please, for the love of God.
Alright, so yeah, no issues. You would be able to spend the evening and then finish out the day. What time was it? Wait, is it 8 a.m.? Did you already do the rest? Am I going crazy here?
No, we were trying to get the rest done.
Okay.
It's not 8 a.m. yet.
Alright, so pay your camp for the evening.
Who's the quartermaster this
I'm doing
week?
it.
Okay.
And for silver. And I don't think, yeah, we didn't have enough time to do downtime projects, right? No, I don't think so.
I mean, Oh,
From
you
before we
like,
did them, yeah.
kinda resolve them, I guess.
Yeah, that's right. You resolved them already. All right, so yeah, you guys would do a long rest, and yeah, you would get your armor fitted with that emblem. Which armor did you put that on?
I chuckle. Well, I mean, it's the one I have an infusion on, or like the one I'm wearing.
Okay. Is that one of the
Like I'm
comfortable
wearing it
ones?
like regular. No. I have a regular plate armor that I've outfitted.
Oh, okay. Just normal. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what do you want to do?
I chuckle as I'm putting it on and say, "Well, Airpo wouldn't like me doing this, but I really feel like I have no choice." I go and slap it on.
Alright, so as you put the armor on, you see the symbol start to glow slightly, and a bit of heat come from it that you can feel. And then it starts getting hotter and hotter. What do you want to do? I assume you're just kind of by yourself in your quarters right now.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try to take it. I'm gonna be like, is this supposed to be I guess, is this supposed to frighten me?
You saying that out loud?
Well, it's like I'm muttering. It's like, this is supposed to frighten me.
Alright, so you take some damage as the heat becomes overwhelming. Oops, wrong thing. 7 points of fire damage. Almost like a heat metal spell has been cast upon you. Now, do you resist
Well,
fire?
yeah, I have fire resistant armor, I guess, but
Oh, wait. Do you have? I thought you said you had the normal armor on.
yeah, this is infusion.
Oh, you have an infusion on normal armor. I see.
Yeah.
And you have the fire resist infusion? That's what you meant?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So you would take 3 points of fire as you begin to burn a bit. And a voice in your head would say, do you speak giant? Didn't say that, I'm asking.
No.
You would in a strange language.
Is this well, is this in my mind speaking, right?
Yeah, you would hear this voice.
Is this I presume this is Surtur? I speak in common.
He says, Chu, you are no fire giant. Says your weakness is apparent from how I mark you with flame. Who dares use my sigil?
And my weakness, I laid out your champ like he was a walking duck.
So you are the one who defeated Farago.
Indeed.
There is another sudden burning sensation as the symbol flares up, and you would take 9 points of fire damage. With the half, 19 becomes 9. He says,
Okay.
Whelp, why would you do such a thing? Do you wish to incur my anger?
Sorry, give me 1 second.
He says, do you not know who I am and who my followers are?
Yeah, your followers didn't exactly put up that big of a fight. So it seems we can come to a... we have a bit of a mutual agreement that can be made between us.
Give me a persuasion.
I'm going to use inspiration. Alright. If I have that... Please, I need a good persuasion. I'm not trying. This is not Riz. I'm just trying to not trying to Riz up. I'm just talking regular persuasion.
13.
Can I flash a genius that to? So yeah, I'll flash a genius that to 16.
This is, what is your name, whelp?
Malin.
This is, you speak with boldness. I will give you that. And I can respect your ability if you are able to kill my follower Farago. Not only that, you took my symbol and burned it into your armor. He says, I assume when you did this, you knew it would give you a voice to me. He says, why would you connect yourself to me when you know I can burn you to a crisp?
Maybe a light sunburn, but I figured again we could come to a mutual accommodation.
Take another 6 minutes.
13. 6. Would you gut it out?
Says your armor has been embraced by me, and you cannot remove it. He says, I suggest more manners from you.
All right.
He says, do not insult my abilities. He says, your resistance to fire will only prolong your suffering. He says, I could kill you if I wanted to.
Yes, but you are in need of a new champion, aren't you?
Give me a persuasion with advantage.
Flashy genius that, I guess.
Flash. Alright.
Yeah.
He's kind of quiet for a moment. He says, as I said, you must have some amount of skill if you were able to kill Farago. For all your boasting of how weak he is, I know that is not the case. He says, so, what is it that you want? Power? The ability to smite your foes with flame? Turn your enemies to ash?
Something along those lines. That sounds about right.
And what is it that you could provide for me? He says, would you be willing to swear loyalty to me?
Swear loyalty. Well, what is it that you exactly desire? To burn your enemies and non-followers to a crisp? I could do that.
Hang on, what was this guy's name again? Let me make sure I'm in character correctly.
Who?
The god's name.
Oh, Surtur.
Sertor? Or U-R?
Surtur, I think.
Okay.
Or TR. I don't know if there's a U at the end.
Oh, he's also in the Marvel universe, apparently. But I'm pretty
He's a
sure
what?
in the Marvel universe. But I'm pretty sure he's
Yeah.
a fire giant god. Okay, here he is. Excuse me. Okay. He says, I wish my influence to increase within Gaian. He says, I wish the prophecy of flames and the destruction of fire to spread across those lands, and for all beings to bow down before my might. He says, my fire giants do well to spread my words and to spread my words and my destruction. He says, perhaps you could do even better.
Indeed. What I can offer you is, with your power, I can, as you have seen, and as you know, I can to see and to admire. I've already killed. Let's see, I killed Meatloaf, Farago, beat up that stupid dragon, and he just won't admit it. But there are far more challenges out there. if I were to display your strength in such a manner and burn all my enemies to a crisp, I would surely people would know of the power that you gave me and the strength that I command with your power.
You feel yourself. You feel something strange, almost like some kind of presence is trying to read you, like read your mind and read just your maybe soul. Do you want to resist, or are you gonna let it?
For it.
Mm-hmm.
And as he's doing that, I'm going to also say a little thing. I make no compunctions or hide what I'm trying to do. I intend to change the future, and apparently I'm Zatian and a chosen one. Who better to be your champion and invoke this change through the world?
He says you have a discipline to your mind and actions. Yes, I think we can work together. He says, I don't know much about Zation or any of the things you mentioned. He says, but I do sense a power in you, and perhaps a great purpose that I could bend. He says, and through me you would wield even greater power. I will have to think on this, and I also would like to see what sort of abilities you have. He says, I will observe you for now, see how you fight, see if you are as powerful as you claim. He says, leave the symbol within your armor. He says, though I will grant you immunity to flame as a beginning bonus for your claims of loyalty.
I mean, you can search my mind and with my memories. So, yeah, I have not been going and squashing chickens and around.
He says, I cannot see your memories, but I can sense other things about you. He says, as I said, once you show me what you can do in the next few battles, I will have a better idea of what I'm working with.
Fair enough.
He says, good. Is there anything else you wish to ask of me, mortal?
Not at the moment, but I do like these chats. I'm sure we'll have more of them in the future.
This is very well. And go, spread destruction and fire. Let my flames wipe clean all enemies that would stand against us.
Indeed.
Alright, so that was your little morning chat. You did get a little bit burned, and you would now notice on your chest there is a marking, like his holy symbol. Almost like, it was burned into you while he was doing that fire damage.
Cute.
Like normally,
I didn't know he was into branding.
A scar or like a brand, but since you don't have skin, it's more like a burn mark. Alright, so anyway.
Didn't know he was into that.
Apparently he is into that. Alright, so what about the rest of you? You have anything you wish to do in the morning? I think there was something I was going to say about the beginning of the day, but now I'm blanking.
I'm not making deals with gods over here.
No, you're
Especially gods that want to burn the world.
I assume you're just talking to your blacksmith friend.
Probably not doing too much talking, just hammering metal.
Just hammering metal, alright. So yeah, what does the group want to do today?
I guess we're gonna have to set up a funeral for or tribute, I guess.
Oh, that's the other
for
thing I was
Arapel.
going to say. Slovik would come to Glenn and say, "My friend, I believe I may have found something that could be of use to you." He says there are many defensive forces within the tower, which I've been unable to gain control of. He says, but I also found some deactivated Warforged that seem like they could be of use as maybe additions to your camp. Are you there, Glenn? You may have stepped away.
Not the snack run.
Uslog, I found some deactivated Warforged that might be of use to your camp.
Where did you find them?
They were within one of the chambers of the tower I was able to open with the controls. He says that they're currently sealed off, but there's about 30 of them. It seems like they can be used as either a labor force or maybe a small guard force. He says they're not nearly as skilled as any of you, of course, but they could be of use to help protect you all in the field, or help defend any camp you might have.
Warforged like Arapel and Malin, or?
Well, not nearly as skilled, but yes, like Warforged.
Okay.
He says, I think the Rune Masters had them, but they're not anywhere as dangerous as a Golem or like Malin.
They have their own thoughts. They're not. Well, I guess we wouldn't know if they're controlled by, the
I don't
tower.
know anything about them. I haven't activated them yet, but
don't really trust at the moment.
She says, if you
protocols
wish, I could just
follow?
leave them in there. I don't have to reactivate them. But from what it seems, they're more like people than like defenses.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll probably have a chat with them at some point. Find out what their protocol is. Make sure they're not hostile. That sort of thing.
So I should leave them there for now?
Yeah, we definitely don't want to wake up 30 strange Warforged all at once, but if we could possibly maybe wake up one at some point once we're all together, once Glenn's done with the snack run and Malin's done with whatever he's doing.
Yes, I believe I can just reactivate one if you wish to speak to one of them.
Yeah, that should be safe enough, right? I mean, let's wait for the others.
This is very well. I just wanted to...
I don't trust anything in this tower.
He says, yes, I don't blame you. Is Malin back from the snack run? Or sorry, is
Glenn.
back from the snack
Don't do snack runs.
I've got the snack.
Alright. So, yeah, basically... Slovik said that he found a bunch of Warforged that were kind of put to sleep in the tower and can be reactivated to add to your camp, or just like let go if you want. But they're basically just a bunch of like low-level like soldiers and laborers.
Nice.
And,
down for that.
Uslog said we should leave them for now.
Or just wake up one at a time, not 30 at once.
Yeah.
Just my suggestion.
I don't think there's anything wrong with waking up all 30. What could go wrong?
Yeah, you're right. I wouldn't mind blowing off steam
Have
if it came to
possibly
it.
hostile army of 30 Warforged.
I wouldn't
Blowing
mind
some
blowing some steam off if it came to it.
And you would all now notice that Malin has the symbol in his armor, and it's kind of glowing as if it was heated.
Going on there.
Oh, this. Yeah. I'm decide to drip out, get some drip on my design, and I talked to a little convo with Surtur.
Come on, just kind of shakes his head.
Repeat that last part.
I spoke with Surtur.
Isla just puts her face in her
Guys,
hands.
look. Okay, jokes aside, look. As we've literally seen, as we've seen that, this is a dangerous line that we're pursuing. Our friends can fall at any moment, and I truly believe we have to do whatever is necessary sometimes to make sure that we prevail and succeed in our objectives.
Mm-hmm. And what does Surtur want? What does Surtur want in return?
Well, he was asking for complete devout loyalty and to spread his word. As you can tell, I'm not quite the preachy cleric type, Abe.
Mm.
So I think we can find common ground in our objective to absolutely, crush our enemies and those who stand in our way. And that's always been who I am. I have absolutely, especially with this, is if I could demonstrate myself against those who went and killed Arapel, that would bring me no greater joy than to burn them to cinders like they did our good friend.
Well, that I agree with. I'm a little concerned with what else he's going to want to burn to cinders or
Look,
require of you, but eh.
I acknowledge it's a dubious path. I don't go and say, this is going to be a sunshine roses perfect, We know who we're dealing with here. We know who Farago was. But I believe this is a risk with that can reap rewards.
Mm-hmm. What does everyone else think of this?
I think he's stupid. And I think Arapel would be horribly disappointed in you.
Yeah, but she'd be alive, wouldn't she?
No, she wouldn't.
If I came in absolutely and finished off that thing in okay, well, yeah, around like 6 seconds. If I would finish this out instantly, we would have more time and we wouldn't have had to worry too much about the disintegrate beams.
If ifs and nuts were candies and butts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas, Malin.
So what? Whatever happened in the past doesn't matter?
No, but you trying to find meaning and to fix it, nothing can fix it now. You're just trying to fill a hole with something that you shouldn't be.
So it's better for me just to be voidless, aimless?
It's better for you to properly handle your feelings. That's why I wanted to have a funeral. So that we can properly say our goodbyes.
We absolutely will.
Well, at least you'll be off to meet Arapel soon enough then.
I chuckle.
Well, Slovak says a little uncomfortably, Warforged are ready if you wish to speak with them. Just let me know. I can reactivate them for you. And he just kind of walks away from the awkward situation. Malin, can I talk to you in the other room for a moment?
Oh, sure. Oh, this is gonna get really spicy.
I keep saying Malin, Glenn.
Oh,
never mind.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Sure.
So,
hello.
I was trying to remember, who was it you're working for again on the spy front?
Sorry, was that you kind of a little cut out for a second? What was the question?
Who is it that your character is working for as a spy?
It was the Truvian Empire.
Okay, it was just the city to watch these.
It was. So it was one of the spy masters. Because my character was framed for the death of somebody important, and this assignment was essentially kind of his a way to, yeah,
All right.
was to keep an eye on these unruly Splitlanders that seem to be, causing all sorts of weird stuff going on, or how, kind of making sure that they have noble intentions at least.
Yeah, the initial cause was their interference in Issyk, because they kind of made some powerful
Oh yeah.
enemies by interfering with the succession of power, like who the Teruvians wanted to put in charge, and they kind of screwed that up and gave the power to someone else.
Okay.
Do you want to give a name to the guy you're working under, or would you rather I just make one up?
You can just make one up. That's fine. I don't have anything like specific. I'm always bad with names.
Right. Do I have someone exists already? Hold on, let me check something. I have a couple of Teruvian people, or Taiwanese people.
Right.
Oh, maybe you work for Patience Blackwater. That could be interesting.
Isn't that
Galen's mom.
that'd be interesting.
Yeah, that would definitely, because I forget if this group was an ally to Blackwater or an enemy. Either way, it would make sense that she wanted you to keep an eye on them. All right, let's do that. We'll say you are working for the Blackwater family, specifically Patience Blackwater.
All right.
I will give you a picture of, because that might come into play soon. So I just want to make sure we have that ironed out. All right, that is it. So I'll put you back.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, Miri, can I speak to you in the secrets room real quick?
Yes.
All right, one moment, you three.
Did you say my?
All right, so would you be somewhat ready to join?
I'm losing you. Can you say that
hear me?
again? Oh, there we go. You're clear now.
I said, would you be somewhat ready to join now?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
So my thought was that you would, well, originally I was going to have you come in through the hollow point, but they didn't have that repaired right away. So maybe there's a different way you could come through.
Okay.
Another
Like,
way could be
just
you somehow unseal the astral gate that's connected to the tower.
Like that in the room there that the gates are.
Yeah, like you were able to use your magic to unseal it, then just go through the portal.
And then would that be open for passage back and forth?
It would be, yeah.
Or would I know how to reseal it?
It would be open at that point, though we could say
Okay.
that the place where you like connected to it, like maybe you actually move the location like to somewhere safe, like near your house.
Oh, so the other side is going to be like some place that I know on the astral plane.
Either like somewhere near your house or somewhere in an area that could be safe now.
Okay. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Would also make for an interesting, like, what the hell, suddenly the thing opens.
Are there any objects just kind of sitting around in that room with the portals? That would be like,
I mean, there's the wrecked pieces of the golem they destroyed.
Yeah.
Type of objects.
Yeah, I was just thinking that my familiar might try to hide and become an object as like a first introduction. Like, but I wasn't sure if there was any like obvious object that. I don't know. Anyway, I have to think about it.
All right. Anything else you needed for your character?
No, I'm still figuring out her character sheet. I have to make macros and stuff before I'm going to be like fast and good at playing this character. There's just so much at level 15.
Yeah. Well,
But yeah, we're good.
Okay, for now, yeah, it's more about the RP. Like, would you be ready to RP her at this point?
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
I think so. All right.
While, and I was like, this sucks. So obviously, I altered the character a bit. Welcome back, guys.
Okay. So, it's been a little, it's been a little bit past morning time. There's a couple of things the group could do. What are you thinking?
I thought I'd like to hold a quick funeral or memorial.
Funeral pyre.
Funeral first. All right.
Yep.
Where is this funeral taking place?
We could do it anywhere. I mean, we could do it either in the hollow, or a pile of ashes, or
Can we collect the? Have we collected the ashes?
The dust? I mean, you can collect the pile of
dust.
dust, yeah.
The dust. Maybe.
Wait. Do we have the devotee censer? I know we don't exactly have a body, but I feel like that would be the best.
Do we have the what?
The devotee censer?
Yeah, all the magic items fell to the floor. You guys would have been able to collect them, except for the compartment of holding.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
I
so
think
those are all in the Discord chat.
Yeah, I
as
put them in
well.
the chat.
Where would I mean? We don't really.
I think maybe doing it outside would be a little better than inside this area. But maybe that's me and my semantics. This is Mountain saying that.
I mean, I don't really know too much about funerals. We didn't really have a whole lot of that.
As a
I
barbarian,
mean, someone's gone, they're
I
just
would think
gone,
you'd
you
be,
know?
more familiar with funerals, Diddy says.
I mean, they were short. We moved on pretty quick, generally, but couldn't often linger. But I don't know. I don't know how to do this.
All yours, Glenn.
there are four of those left behind to say their final goodbyes and process their feelings. It doesn't need to be anything extravagant. Just simply getting together and saying something about our fallen. But having it outside would be nice, I'm sure. Get some fresh air from this place.
That's what, yeah, I mean, that's what makes most sense to me. But what would, I guess it doesn't matter what Airpol would want because Airpol's not here.
Alright, so the group heads outside. It is indeed a nice day out. The wind is blowing over the tower. It's nice and cool. The rest of the camp will join you. Yeah, even with the temperate spring temperatures, it is very cold up here, as high up as you are. Boulder Bottom says, right. So are we all just gonna say a little bit about the small one?
I think so. I think that would be proper.
As well.
We
I
want to
know
start us off.
that her healing auras saved my ass plenty of times, and her ability to protect us all from magic. Well, it was invaluable, but she also had a sincerity to her, a curiosity, and always put the welfare of the camp and her friends before herself. So I know for me personally, I'll never forget my interactions with her. He takes out his flask and pours a bit of ale out on the ground. He says, "One more drink, even though you don't have a mouth, little one." He gives you a nod. Diddy whispers, "God, what a drunk."
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Alright. Anyone else saying anything?
He looks over to Glenn looks over to Malin.
Oh yeah, yeah, totally. I'm not the best at these stuff. Maybe it's because I. No, I think this is probably the first actual loss I've experienced since I became like this. So I guess, it's weird. Yeah, and look, I always thought, obviously, Erpel's a little too bit of a goody two shoes, but his heart was in the right place. And yeah, I'm sorry. This is how it turned out. The little guy always had our backs, thick and thin, and no matter what we did. And find that in such a type of, well, I can't say person, but being is, it's rare. I am sorry we couldn't deal with that incident faster, and we let that happen to Arapel. And I can just say, if I could promise only one thing at this point, and that be retribution for those who caused this.
Diddy puts her hand
I
on
step
your
back.
shoulder and just nods. We'll make them pay.
Indeed, we will.
Step up. Well, dying in battle is a great honor. I wish it didn't happen. All the same. But yeah, well, I'll remember you all the time. Yeah. This is not how I pictured it in my head coming out. But you were the best of us and always had our backs. And that's it. Yeah. It sounded so much better in my head.
Aldo pours out another drink. He says, "Holy shit, little
I just kind of fell apart there. Yeah, I don't do so well in these sort of things. All right.
Glenn nods and he steps forward. I thought about what to say. When I was a kid, there was in our city, there was an old man that I always thought was the town drunk. Grew up. He was the town fool instead, and in that community, the fool is a respected member. He's the teller of stories. He's the person that sings songs and brings happiness, and he also is there to help the mournful bring souls and let them pass peacefully to the afterlife. That's the origin of the persona I've taken when I first began my career as a spy. Because I always wanted to help people like that to liven up a sad room or to help others pass. I stayed up all night doing the only thing I could, I feel like, to bring honor to Arapath. I wrote a song. And he bust out his cittern this time. And he sings, "Farewell, dear knight, your valor strong. In battle's embrace, you'll forever belong. You stood as our shield, unwavering and brave. Now in our hearts, your memories engrave. Oh, raise your voice high, let the heavens resound. For the hero we've lost, in honor we're bound. With tear-stained eyes we bid you farewell. Your spirit shall guide us, through darkness we'll dwell." And he ends the song and says that Arapath was always selfless. I hope that his soul passes on peacefully.
Give me a performance, I guess.
All right.
I'll give you advantage.
I'll use my inspiration.
And
All right.
And I'll give you an inspiration point for that.
Thank you. Perform. 27.
How do you always get me like that, Glenn? And was just ugly crying, drinking. Poor little guy. We'll miss you. Diddy also has a bit of a tear in her eye. She nods. Says
I could go and give her a hug.
he saved our life so many times. And then in the end, he died protecting us. I wish I had known him better, says he.
We shall never see his like again.
Probably not. Even though he, didn't have as much emotion and, wasn't as human as some of us. I think there was a lot there. A lot behind those orders he had. He protected us because of that, but also because he wanted to. You'll be missed, little guy.
Yeah. He always sacrificed what he wanted to do to go along with what everyone else wanted to do. And so I swear, no matter what happens, I will get to the bottom of the one thing that he cared about enough to go against the grain, is to find out what the hell is up with Hollow Hand.
I give almost like a sorry, this is the Steve Carell yikes look. I give that real quick and oh, never mind, we'll discuss this later.
So everyone kind of satisfied with the eulogy and the speeches, kind of gives a nod. Says, or Diddy would say, all right, well, This was good. I'm glad we did this. I'm gonna head back in. Thank you, everyone. Goodbye, Arapel. She just walks back inside.
Yeah, Glenn would go after Diddy to try and catch up with her.
Alright. Is anyone else doing anything as the scene's passing?
I wanted to have a conversation with, group huddle time. What we do next, but
Alright. So maybe
Glenn, your call.
follow them inside, and we'll do that after. But Glenn,
Mhm.
so you catch up to Diddy as she's kind of going into the barracks area. She says, "What is it, Glenn?"
He just kind of leans in and whispers, remember, we did find at least something out about Malin, so whenever you want to tell him, just don't forget.
He nods. Or she nods. She says, "Well, I don't know if it's a good idea telling him until we know more. That's why I was hoping that they would, or that, what's his name?
Over.
Yeah, I was hoping Thovik would give us some more information. But
I did too.
I'll follow your lead. You probably, you're so good at talking to people. So if you, if you think you have a good way of telling him that isn't going to freak him out, then I'll definitely let you handle that. Since talking has never been my strong suit.
He nods and kind of just is like, he just is thinking to himself, damn it, I wanted her to do this. Okay, I understand.
He says, but my thought is, if we go to him and say, hey, there's something that you've forgotten that you wanted to forget, that's something terrible, I don't know how well he's going to take that. I don't know how well I'd take that. Does that make sense?
It does, but I just feel like since he remembers, or just feel like since he knows he's missing something, you'd appreciate anything we could tell him. I don't know. He shrugs. It's a delicate issue.
Yeah. And as you're saying that, I'll say Malin and the rest of them come in. Because you said you were trying to gather everyone, right?
And
Yeah.
Totally looks like I'm flirting with her.
I give him an awkward look.
She says, "Oh, hey, Malin, or Maliforn. Do you have a preference?" And she gives you a look.
Amen.
It is a little weird knowing I have a different name, but that's a good point. To be honest, I got a little caught up with all what happened, and I know we said we were planning on going back to Thovik, especially once we found this place. I mean, I know he wasn't a huge fan of here, but I think if we should obviously speak to him about Arania, what we found out with the ritual, but B, I do want to ask him because he does know my past. Definitely, maybe he'd be willing to tell me.
He's not.
So, sorry, what did you say? He's not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait, what? What do you mean?
Oh, nothing. He just doesn't seem like he's very willing.
What? Oh, how do you know that?
I'm a people person, remember?
Like, yeah,
he
but
just,
I
he just
mean,
flourishes.
yeah, yes, and I'll grant you that. But we didn't. I mean, he seemed pretty, open and amenable to speak last time. So I mean,
That can quickly change. Talking is much like combat. It's ever evolving.
Yeah,
huh?
I don't know, Malin. Um, maybe we should just leave him alone. I mean, we've already made the deal with him. He might get pissed off if he keeps showing up.
Yeah, and unless we come back with a way to night weather, he may just kill us.
Give me an insight check, Malin.
I think I should get advantage for this, but I'll just do a regular roll. Christ.
Glenn, give me a deception. Although that already
I,
kind of read through.
I can't even fail that because my minimum is 25.
All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, you while Malin is putting up a good front, you're getting a feeling from Diddy that she knows something.
Huh. Okay. Right.
Like I said, he's a busy guy. We've already gotten his help a bunch, so I think we should just leave him be.
Yeah, he just sighs and he sees the doubt in Malin's eyes, and he's like, "Look, Diddy's an awful liar, so."
She gives you an angry look.
I'm sorry. I'm better at lockpicking than you, and I'm better at lying than you. There's nothing to be ashamed of.
Says,
I mean, I'm just who got us into the control room, but anyway. Me and Diddy went to talk to Thovik.
You guys did what?
Me and her went to talk to Thovik.
When?
Yesterday.
Wait, why? Why? I don't know. What? Why?
To talk to him about you.
About me?
Yes.
I'm like I'm
he
just surprised I don't say anything.
Not very happy to see me again. Thankfully, I am charming enough that he forgave me. I wanted Diddy to be the one to tell you, but I was also hoping we'd get more information and answers that we got. You were once an artificer of the tower. Not as powerful as the Rune Masters, but you worked alongside of them and helped them out a great deal, which is why your level of access was just one level below theirs. And from what I can tell, you were a good friend of Thovik's, but something happened. I believe he said an accident, and you came to him and asked him to erase your memory.
Accident?
And as the last act to a friend who was in great pain, he wiped your memory.
What could accident? What could have?
He
He
shakes his
wasn't
head
like
and
willing at all to be like helpful.
I think he's being helpful in his own way, in his own mind, because to him, you are not the person that was his friend any longer. To him, he made a promise to a friend to take away something of great pain, and he said that he would remain true to his word. He was not willing to undo the seal on your memories.
I back up, I guess. I'm thinking.
I'm really
No,
sorry
honestly-
I didn't tell you, Malin. I wanted to. I didn't know how to say it. I kind of wish I
don't
had gotten
know.
you some information first. I don't know. I'm sorry.
I know you must feel split about this, but try to think. I mean, Thovik held you obviously in high esteem. I mean, you were someone of importance, and you were a friend of his. And after all of that, you came to him. Something happened that was so terrible that you wanted to forget. I know right now you're probably dying to know and get those memories back, but
You said he would be very ticked off if we walked back to him, I assume, right?
yes, he threatened to sick the beholders on me, but because I am delightful as always, and I think he does miss a conversation a little bit, regardless of what he says. He said though that if we were to find more information out on Nightweather or a way back there, then he would like to join us. But he said not to come back until that happens. Although, do I believe... You can say as much as you want that... he can say as much as he wants that you are not the person that he was friends with, but when face to face with you, do I think if you went to him, would he really harm you? No, I don't. But I also don't want to be responsible for another. He did say that now that the seal on your memories is weakened, your memories will most likely slowly come back on their own, though. Just over time. So I think, regardless, you will end up getting what you desire. It just might take a while.
I go, I sit, just think, close my eyes for a second. I'm clearly thinking, and then I say, I would think that if I went to go and see him, I would hope, my gut, it might not be my gut. It could be just how much I want him to go and tell me everything. But you are indeed a pretty persuasive guy, and if you couldn't get him even to crack a little bit, then I think we only have one way, and we have to figure out how to get this hunk of junk. And I punch the side of the wall into Nightweather.
No, I tried. I thought I would be able to at least maybe get him to tell me what exactly happened, but he shook his head. He, in some ways, he's a true friend because he refused to betray your trust.
I go look. I pat Glenn on the shoulder, and then well, in the meantime, we have, like I said, we have a bit of a more pressing concern, I guess. Is with the hollow point, it is busted. I think we need to repair it, otherwise. And regardless of its benefits, we have a pesky gnome. Truth be told, I was, as much as I loathe Gavrix, I was beginning to think that he might be, I might be more favorable with his side, and we would just need to get rid of Aranye. But if he is a citizen of Nightweather, and obviously you said you wanted to go figure out who he was in Arapel's Last Wish, then I'm a bit stuck on the how we're supposed to move forward, because I think we absolutely need to get this tower moving to Nightweather. I think this is the our next step is clear, but he is definitely going to be an impediment. And as much as you are sweet with words, he seems quite the stubborn type.
He does. I wish I could. I'll have to. I need to come up with some way to trick him into telling me where his true body is.
You think it's possible?
It might be. I mean, a
I
simulacrum.
mean, if he's programmed.
A simulacrum is very advanced and can have a mind of its own, but it does have base programming, much like an automaton. I mean, so there may be a way to trick it using its own programming. Because I have to hope that conversing with the real Hollow Hand, he might not be as annoying. Or as difficult, at least.
Well, we did want to go. We did want to go back to Isik, and there was we did. I looked to Uslog. We did see there was another Aranye there, wasn't there?
That's the first Aranye I met, yes.
I think we need to go and convince that Aranye to come visit this place, and when the other, like the Aranye from here, comes back, I think that's how we force the program into.
Interesting. Yes.
I'm sure that Aranye would be quite curious and thrilled to go explore such a tower.
It's true. If we could convince him to come back here, maybe seeing himself will be a shock enough to his programming to for him to, I don't know, maybe for it to be dispelled or overridden.
If he's still there.
No, true,
But-
Well-
and
while we reunite two dragon lovers, we can check out the gnome.
yeah, and possibly see if his pet's still there.
Yeah,
Guard dog.
well, that sounds like a middle term plan. Immediate priority, though, is we need to fix that hollow point and get those vile scoundrels who infected it. I can help Slovik mend this, and then I think we break it. We go into the hollow point, sever their connection, and once we're back to teleporting, we go visit Isik, reunite that bozo and his love. Try to get that Arani to come back here, and our long-term goal is we have to. Maybe it's the weapons constants, maybe they know something, but we need to get this tower into Nightweather. Then Thowik will be able to rejoin us, and we can go from there. Sound like a plan?
Save the world.
Indeed. All right.
Yep. Are we going to wake up the Warforged?
Oh. Yeah, I don't see why not.
Alright, so
Alright.
you
I
head
mean, they might
over
know something about this tower.
Speak with Slovik, who, when you get to the engine room, says, or seems concerned. He says, I'm glad you all are here, actually. I was about to call you. I think something is going on in the teleporter room. It seems like...
Oh, God.
Well, I'm not really sure how, but one of the sealed portals might be opening, which doesn't seem like it should be
That's not good.
possible. He says, we might need to
Well,
prepare.
so much for those plans.
He says, I promise it wasn't me this time. And I don't think it was the hollow, because it's still destroyed. Technically, this should be impossible.
Can you activate the defenses to help us?
He says, no, I haven't gotten that advanced yet. I don't know how to control the defenses.
I see. Very well.
So,
Well,
sorry.
we must prepare then.
Alright, so you head into the room. Go ahead and position yourselves.
Well, first off, I was going to go and grab Sleeping Beauty, a.k.a. Gavrix, to come with. Because all he's been doing is literally sleeping and snoozing and just expecting to get this tower.
He says, yeah, sure, I can help.
Okay, let's go.
So, as you get there, you would see that the barrier, the stasis field, seems like it is shifting. There's some sort of magical energy working, looks like, on the energies. And
On all 4 portals?
no, just the one with the stars. It seems like the others are fine. And in another moment or so, there's a flash of energy as the portal begins to animate, as if it is once again active. Before you know what happened, a woman would step through. What would you look like to them?
She is a plump, aged woman of average height. She looks human. She's got very wizened, pale skin, luminescent white hair, and blue-black eyes. She's wearing some like very nebulous like blue robes, and there's a locket at her throat that bears a magnificent imperial like moonstone. And she's kind of leaning on a pretty elaborately carved staff that's topped with a faintly glimmering crescent-shaped finial. And she's probably, I imagine, gonna kind of trip her way into the room, considering all the debris and mess on the floor in here, which I'm assuming you guys haven't cleaned up.
We never cleaned anything up.
What? Oh.
She looks
Come on.
cool.
Oh, what the hell?
So she's probably, I guess, like if you guys don't immediately move or talk or say anything, I guess she would just kind of be focused on like regaining her footing among the rubble. And when she looks up, and I guess who's furthest into the room or closest or in the doorway?
I guess I was going to be in the furthest because I would be like, I gotta tank this or whatever this fight's going to be. Who the hell are you?
You, young man, you there.
Young man?
Yes, you. Can you tell me where I've ended up this time? I wasn't expecting such a mess.
She's like brushing off her robes from the dust.
Strange old lady, danger.
What? Who the hell are you?
Well, I did ask you a question first, but I'll let that rudeness go. I'm Australia. How about you?
I am Malin. And you seem
Nice
to have
to meet
happened
you.
upon our tower.
Your
Which
tower,
is-
you say?
Yes, which is kind of also rude, but I'm also very generous and willing to let that go. Who are you?
Are the rest of you like visible?
I think all four.
Yeah, I mean,
of us
Gwen's
stand
there.
there,
Yeah,
everyone
yeah. I
else
was
has
just
been
waiting for
quiet
someone
so
else to
far.
go.
Oh, you young lady, are you less rude than this one? Can you tell a poor old lady where she's ended up?
Yes, Elder. We are in a Rune Master Tower.
Oh, and very good manners, by the way. I approve. But you say,
I respect my elders.
oh, well taught, well taught. I appreciate your parents, even if I've never known them. The Rune Master Tower, you say? Could it be? Honestly, the tower that was controlled by the Therian dwarves last cycle. Have I truly made it?
Forgive my.
Who do you work for?
And with that, let's take a 10
What
minute
did you-
break. Bum, bum, bum.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
I was like, I see what you did there. So-
Well, I'm gonna make the old lady dance.
Oh,
I actually
no.
No, no.
I'm gonna go take a little break.
Let me get some to drink.
I'm back.
But yeah. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Alright. Oop, excuse me. So, I guess, you want to describe yourself to the group, Astray?
Oh, she did.
Oh, she did already? Okay.
When she first popped through, you had me.
So, Slovik will say, forgive me, old woman, but how were you able to take down the stasis field around the portal? It should have been impossible to do from the other side.
Well, it's rather a specialty of mine. It took me a bit of research, but yes, I've been working on it for a bit.
Ah. Well, I guess, it's good you don't mean us harm. Is the other side of the portal safe? Or we don't have a way of shutting it down right now.
Well, through there, that's just the astral plane. Quite beautiful. Have you visited?
He says no, but I know the astral plane also contains some pretty dangerous horrors.
Well, of course, that could be said of any plane.
I suppose this is true.
So, since you seem to already be familiar with this place, where can I find the library? Is it through there?
Whoa. Give my hesitance to just, let someone who just broke through a 1,000-year-old barrier just walk freely in this tower. But I'm also, just happen to be on guard because, the last time some funny business happened in this room, our friend got disintegrated. So I'm gonna, need a little more. This.
Really quick, does anyone have knowledge nature?
Uslag does, but not much.
So you probably, with your training, recognize many of her symbols to be that of a druid. If you make a check, you might know more. Okay, yeah, so, the symbols she bears are some of the primal Gaian symbols, which, would make you think that she is probably some sort of a primal magic wielder.
I recognize some of your symbols. Are you a shaman?
No, not exactly, but good eye. I'm more of a druidic caster, but I'm a bit of a scholar and a wanderer, and I dabble.
Oh.
What exactly is your purpose?
Is this your dog?
She's gonna address Uslag.
I'm gonna let out a growl.
Uslag actually cracks a smile for the first time, and since sorry about him. I mean, to be fair, yes, we just had a bit of an ordeal. It's hard to. I don't know why I'm trusting you so quickly. I think you just remind me of someone I know. But
I have one of those faces.
yeah.
Bad saggy old face. It's just okay.
What's that? Does he have a mental deficiency? Is there a speech impediment?
All right, listen, lady. What, answer the question. What are you doing here?
Well, I told you. I've been researching how to open that portal, and here I am. I didn't know it would take me right to the tower, but I've been searching for this tower for quite some time.
Okay, what knowledge are you looking for?
Sure how she would respond to that.
Well, how long have you been here? You referred to this as your tower.
Squatting rights. and the other person who also resides here said we could stay.
Oh, who is that? A permanent resident, you say?
Another squatter.
So no legal holders of this? No one with an
Well-
actual claim?
We have permission from the Rune Master himself to be here.
Now, the Rune Master, I believe, has been gone for rather 12 centuries or so. Although I don't actually have any information about where he ended up or where he was when the Cataclysm came. Haven't been able to find that.
He was right here in this tower.
And he's not here now. How then did you get
Yeah.
his permission?
He's in some ruins a little ways back.
Oh, how
Lich
interesting.
now. He turned himself undead. Rune Master Thofik is still, I wouldn't say alive, but existing.
Oh. Most fascinating. I wonder what type of ritual he... A very interesting choice, though. I'm not sure that I would... Yeah,
She just kind of puzzles a bit over, like, the possible rituals that might be used for such a thing.
There are notes I found that seem to link him here when the fires came.
Oh, I would be very interested in seeing notes from that time period. I know that I've read that the Rune Masters had some plan that they thought was going to circumvent the Cataclysm, but clearly they were not successful. But their notes might be of use to posterity.
So
You're
are you
going-
here? Good. So are you here to figure out how to stop the cataclysm, or are you here for to learn about agriculture?
Agriculture. Have you not been listening to the conversation? I don't recall that subject entering it. But anyway,
Just pick up on sarcasm, apparently.
You are a druid.
well, yes, but wielding primal magics doesn't automatically mean you're a farmer.
That's one of it.
You'll have to forgive us for being mistrusting. The information in this tower can be used, can be misused very easily, and the path here was wrought with danger. We had to go through many ordeals to reach this place, so to see somebody suddenly vamp in and want the knowledge inside can't help but seem a little suspicious.
Well, of course, I understand your perspective, but as I have shared, I have worked for quite some time to discover a way to make this path available to me.
What is it
seems
you
that-
seek?
well, as I said, knowledge.
For what purpose?
To learn, of course. Knowledge is valuable in and of itself with no other purpose.
So this is extracurricular.
That,
I
I
guess,
mean, I
give me a Astrea. I guess give me a bit of a deception, since you're not being fully revealing. You think that would be a fair, fair thing?
I guess. I mean, she's not really trying to be deceitful. She actually, I
guess
yeah,
she's not being deceitful. So you guys could definitely, obviously, she's being cryptic. She's not telling you what information she's looking for, but I guess technically she's not being deceitful.
Yeah, but she seems pretty genuine, and even speaks a bit reverently of just the value of knowledge for knowledge's sake, even if there may be specific knowledge that she might seek for specific reasons.
Yeah, so she's definitely being, like, cryptic and, like, is trying to change the subject of the specifics of what she's looking for.
Right.
But, yeah.
So was it you that activated the power in this place? You see, one of the reasons that I had a bit more difficulty getting here sooner was, of course, the power of this tower. And recently, I've had some indication that it might have been being active and then inactive and active and then inactive. It's most peculiar. Is that your doing?
The inhabitant turned off the power. The person staying here is perhaps a citizen of Nightweather and knows things about this tower that he shouldn't, or that no other person knows.
Nightweather, you say?
She does not try to conceal, like, kind of a change in demeanor there where she gets a bit more attentive and more serious.
Does the name Guyvok mean anything to you?
I don't think it would. Well, I don't know. Lou?
It's your call. If you think she might know something about him.
Would very many Therian records have mentioned that name? I know he was known to them during
If
both
you know
sides.
history, there's a good... No, if you're trained in history, there's a good chance you know who he
I
is.
am. Okay. But
Yeah, you'd
I
recognize.
probably
I mean, you
would...
can make a history check.
Oh.
Maybe not a whole lot.
Yeah, not very good. Yeah. Even if I read the name, I suspect I would not expect him to be relevant or active now, right?
Yeah, maybe like with a 9, you don't exactly remember him. Like, you
That
probably know
name
the
seems
Shadow.
familiar, but doesn't have much meaning for me. I might have encountered it in a tome once or twice, but you'd have to refresh my memory.
Do you know of the Shadowlords?
I suspect that would be about the same for me, right?
You can make another check. I'll say you could have advantage, because that would be a more familiar title for them in the Therian days. Or for him.
Okay. Nope. Oh, you said advantage.
So you would recognize that name from the whole coup.
Oh.
that happened.
Oh, yes, Guyvok. I remember now.
We're here. We came here to find information to seal Shadowlord Guyvok away. So that's why we're a little on edge.
Well, I was under the impression that he was thwarted some time ago. Well, explain yourself.
He was sealed, and from my understanding, he kind of like nods his head over to Uslog and Malin. These ones let him out.
I didn't do anything.
To be fair, it was just me.
Malin
Just me at this point.
I mean, that's a fair thing
Barbarian.
for him to insult me with.
We didn't just willy-nilly let him out. There's more to the story. But
I didn't do anything. I
sure.
wasn't even there. I can't go on him.
Well, it sounds like you have more stories to tell than I initially expected. How long will you be staying here?
Damn it, woman, Boulder Bottom says. You can't just come through the portal and be giving us instructions. You don't own this place or us.
Did I give any instructions? I simply asked a question.
Says, you ask
Boulder
a lot of
Bottom, you're being
questions for
very
someone who
rude.
just came
She's gonna like pat his head like he's a child as she would.
I'm older than you are. Better watch yourself. Says,
And grumpier too, it seems.
Are you sure about that one?
He just kind of huffs and goes and like, stands over by the corner.
I don't think we planned on staying much longer. We planned on trying to fix the hollow point and then using it to travel to Issyk.
Why ever did you destroy it so? I mean, it looks rather fresh. These breaks.
I just give her a deadpan stare, like this woman is like like crazy dense.
Some outside force hijacked it and turned it against us, and in the midst of everything, one of our comrades was disintegrated.
Oh, that is most unfortunate. Well, do you require some assistance? I might be handier than I look.
Slovik says,
Yes.
well, she did take down that stasis field somehow. I still have no idea how she managed that.
Yeah.
I can hear you.
She's like walking over towards the pedestal now, and just
sorry.
like starts kind of like picking up pieces and kind of like fitting them and kind of like getting a feel for like the damage.
I wanted to make a joke really badly about how the only thing she is capable of is collecting social security, but I think it's not
Hey.
relevant. It's not
Respect your
relevant.
elders.
She's actually, I think she's a bit underage for that. I made her 60, so I think she needs a couple more
okay.
years. I guess I don't know. I was trying for like an elderly voice, but I don't know. Maybe I make her sound older than she is.
I thought she was like 80 or something.
Yeah, well, the
She's
last
not
old
Joe
woman I
Biden,
made
she's
was
more
really
like Kamala
crusty, so
Harris.
I was trying to make her more pleasant.
Gotcha. No, you're good. Anyways,
Yeah,
I'm gonna stare at everyone and like, well, I mean,
but yeah, looking at this hollow point, Astray, you think is it Astray?
Estrella.
Estrella, you think you can repair it with like nature resources and some time?
She has mending as well.
Yeah, mending could do it. I was gonna say you could use druidic magics to like weave the stone back together. But yeah, mending.
Then she would just
help.
she would just start like really small, like she's doing one tiny little fragment or crack at a time. Obviously, there's work to be done, but like she goes ahead and starts without like kind of asking.
All right, so yeah, you all would see her start to just kind of reweave the stone pieces together using a mending spell.
guess I kind of look back and forth at Glenn and
Excuse me,
Slog.
Estrella, you said that should not be fixed just yet. There could be enemies within that we need to deal with if we are going to mend that.
Oh,
Slovik would say.
how do you know
There's
this?
some Shadowfell forces in there.
Shadowfell forces, exactly.
Maybe
Is
what?
this related to... Oh, sorry, go ahead. Ursula.
Maybe why we were a little alarmed at first. But you came from the astral sea, or astral planes, so.
And he would now point to the functioning portal and say, "You are absolutely sure that we should not have any enemies coming through that."
Well, I mean, of course, I can't be certain, but you see, I moved to the other side. The anchor on the other side of this portal, the Therians had put it in the most inconvenient spot. But anyway, I now have it on a very cozy little island that very few people know about. So if you go through, you're going to be rather far from anyone else on the astral plane. But it doesn't mean that there couldn't be wanderers who come by.
How did you move the portal? How is this even possible?
Well, you see,
and she kind of like is now distracted. Like she stopped mending, but she'll launch into like scholar talk, like nitty gritty, like I don't know. Like since he seems to be a scholar, she'll like try and like explain like some nuances of the ritual or methods she used.
So yeah, he's just like completely like he whispers.
This is the wizard, right?
This is
Just talking to her.
What's his name?
Slovik.
Yeah, okay.
The elven
Yeah.
wizard.
Since he looked like a brainy type, that's why she answered him that way.
It is impressive. I did not know the magic could be manipulated in such a way. Well, I must ask that you be careful if you're going to mend the hollow point. As I said, there could be danger if it were to be reconnected to the tower now.
very well. I simply started since it was someone indicated that was a priority, and so What then is the priority if we're not ready for this?
She's not wrong. I mean, we gotta bust in there
I
and
think we're as ready as we're ever going to be, unless there's some preparations we need to do. People have any?
yeah, no, I mean, it's gonna take a little bit more though. It's not gonna take like 5 minutes.
Right.
So, okay, yeah, I mean, yeah, she want. All right, yeah, that's all I will mutter.
So the only thing, it will require about 2,000 Maho of components to fix this.
How many are we looking at right now?
I don't know how much the group has, but that's how much you need to fix this.
Well,
Oh,
Arab
time
was
to-
carrying, let's see, a lot.
And didn't we need like a crazy amount of Maho for
Nature?
something?
I think we have
Uh,
almost 2,000 of nature primal components.
So anyone with mending could do it, but depending on your casting type, so like the artificer would use arcane, so that would be arcane components, whereas the druid would use, nature, so that would be nature components.
I think that Estrella might be able to use all three, but
Oh,
yeah,
right.
primarily primal.
Yeah, so if you're multi-class, you could use whatever magic sources you can cast with.
Sure.
But obviously, right now she does not have much in the way of components.
So what intel do you have on what's on the other side? When we get this mended, what's the plan? Tell
Well,
me you've got more.
If they're forces of the Shadowfell, we should expect Shadow Kai, Shadows, Wraiths, that sort of thing.
Speak as though these are familiar opponents. You're impressing me more and more, young lady.
Well, seen a lot.
I look forward to hearing some stories about that.
So yeah, she's not gonna start mending again until y'all tell her to, but she's just kind of like looking between you all, like.
Yeah, let's start mending this thing.
So the
But
ritual
yeah, we have to-
itself
we-
will probably be about 2 hours to fix this, along with, like I said, 2,000 Maho of whatever components you'd be using for the mending.
Yeah, I'm down. I think the only thing I'd want to do beforehand we jump in there is I probably should have done this. Well, I would have done it. We'll decide I wanted to switch my fire resistant infusion, but other than that, back to necrotic. But
So
Other
Alright,
than
is
that,
it
yeah.
only the two of us that can work on
is
it?
that your
Or could we-
armor now is magical, so you couldn't infuse it anymore.
wait, I lose all my infusions?
Well, when you can infuse magical items, and I don't think you can put multiple infusions on one item. I don't think.
Oh wait, that's a good point. Wait, hold up. What did I use as my? Because I had like different stuff that I infused. That's sort of a good point. I have to actually break that down. Okay, let me. Because you're right, I broke the armor down a bit. Because I had like different gauntlets. I had like helm. I had like that stuff broken down.
Because the armor is considered magical now that the piece is attached to it.
So. Yeah, I guess I didn't specify. I didn't specify where I put which infusion on. But in terms of infusion abilities, I guess. Well, but I guess I can infuse something else with resistance, right? Or like.
It just has to be a
me-
non-magical thing. Like, it can't be a magical item. So you can't, like, take fire resistance armor and infuse it with necrotic resist. Like, you can't stack them.
Make it like an amulet or a
Yeah, it would have to be a different item.
bracer or a.
Well,
yeah.
it has to be something that can take the infusion. Like, I don't think you can just infuse anything with necrotic resist. I think it does have to be armor.
Oh, okay.
Because it's basically like you're making necrotic resist armor with the infusion, but it's just, temporary. It's not something that's long.
Let me see what you can.
But can you
Let me
like
look at
say
those.
that you have like non-magical pauldrons or
Oh
non-magical
no, I need a suit of armor
crochet or something?
for resistant.
No, you can't
So no,
put
I
it on just
can't.
one piece. It would have to be on the armor, which
Okay.
Yeah, there's
it's like that
resistance,
like,
yeah.
for balance reasons. Like you can't just put it like on your helmet.
Stack
and
'em.
pauldrons and have like I have like 8 resistances.
Yeah, that one you can't stack, but
Now,
okay.
if you had an infusion for something else that gave resistance, like I don't know, a ring or something, you could do that, like a ring of resistance and like whatever armor of resistance. That'd be 2 infusions and 2 concentration or whatever they're called.
Attunements, yeah.
So, yeah.
I don't think I have a spare ring of resistances though. That's a good one. I didn't actually even think about that.
Also, with your insight, you know that Farago, or not Farago, Surtur is expecting you to, wear this armor and show him what you can do. So he might get kind of annoyed if you try to take it off.
Well, no, I have no intention of taking the armor off. That would be. My character would consider that ridiculous. What can I do with an infusion then? Unless I can just take a random ring and make it a resistant ring, or
I'm not sure what you can do with your infusions, if that's an option. I thought there were only certain magical items you could replicate with infusions. Or was I wrong with that?
well, yeah. There's certain items you can only replicate, but most of them, I guess. Well, I guess yeah. So I guess I've completely lost the ability to create resistant armor then, because I slapped on the sigil. So.
Oh, and quick question for Glenn. Are you still there?
Yes. Yeah.
That stuff we talked about, would you rather that happen like privately, or would you rather it be like kind of a story thing for the group? Like, do you want them to know about it?
I don't mind them knowing about it, yeah, because I kind of already revealed everything kind of earlier about me being fine from
Just
being
not
sent from the Truvian
specifics.
Empire. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, obviously they're still supposed to RP it like they don't know, but just I wanted to get your buy off on that. All right, sorry. Go ahead, Malin. What were you saying?
No, I'm looking through. I'm trying to figure out if have I lost the ability to I guess resistant infusions. I guess I have.
For armors anyway.
Huh?
For armors anyway, if you're wearing this one.
Yeah, for the armor. Okay. Well, but like I guess I just take a random ring and then. I mean, then I can't just slap it on. Make it make that ring resistant, I guess.
I mean, like I said, is that something you could do with your infusion? Because there are rings of resistance, I believe.
I don't. Even at like the highest levels. I mean, I already have a ring of protection, ring of reaction, ring of ram, ring of jumping, shielding.
Oh, 5.
Ring of water walking.
4.
Those are the only rings that I can explicitly replicate.
Yeah. So.
Oh, I see. I thought you were listing off ones you had. I was like, wow.
No, I mean I'm just in general what I could do.
There is a ring of resistance, but it might not be something you can do with infusions.
So I have to get a different resistant type of armor, I guess. Get a different infusion then.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Alright, well, are you two starting the ritual to fix this? Is that what the group's decided?
Yeah.
Alright. So I'm gonna pass time. Or attempt to.
Yeah, that's fine.
Did you have something you wanted to say, Estrella?
I assume like maybe we're kind of taking turns at this mending and like as
Yeah.
as you said,
Yeah,
it's gonna take a
sure.
couple hours. So maybe
Yeah.
at some point she'll be like,
I don't suppose there's an armory around here.
Not that we found.
If we're expecting dark beings to pour forth, I might not mind a bit better protection than what I'm wearing, but hadn't anticipated encountering such a group or such amazing stories as you all have to tell.
We have stuff. Have we found an armory here?
No. If there is one, you're not sure where it is.
Okay.
You
It was one of
found,
the, like,
some
ethereal
supply
places,
rooms
I
with
think, right?
items in them.
yeah.
And of course, all
I mean,
that
we have a
stuff
lot
you
of-
stole from the dwarves.
Yeah,
The
we
stuff
we
is-
have stuff. I don't know what sort of items you can make use of, but
I mean, how much access would you give her?
I would probably offer anything. But
Oh, sorry, you're being a little too trusting.
So,
well,
like, perhaps,
if
like,
we
if-
want her to help us, we kind of want her to be effective. That's
Okay.
just my thinking.
She-
And I don't
she
know
needs
what
the,
sort of
library.
things that she would need. So I guess let us know what sort of thing you need, and then I'll leave it up to the others whether.
Perhaps a shield.
I'm looking at the loot pile right now. Can we give her a shield? Would you all be okay with giving this elderly woman a shield to help us in our
So
mission?
while this is happening, Glenn,
Ooh. Too
as
late.
the ritual's happening, and she is now talking to them about, a place to get better items, a familiar woman's voice would come into your head and say, Glenn, I'm using sending to get in touch with you. I need a report on where you are and what's going on as soon as you can in response to this.
Because I can only respond with 25 words, right?
Yeah. So you assume she just wants a concise, summary. But it's been a while since she's contacted you.
I'm trying to think. I would say, in Rune Master's tower, trying to find way to night weather to stop Cataclysm.
And another message would come in a moment later, again, while they're kind of talking and working on the pillar. Have they discovered the ritual to once again capture the Shadowlord?
Yes, but ritual. I say yes. Ritual to seal Shadowlord, but seal easy to break. Looking for other ways.
So a third message would come through. She says, I cannot scry within the tower. The area is protected. Bring the information for the ritual to the outside, and then let me scry you so I can see what the pages say.
Okay.
What's the word? Be not obscure, but what's the word I'm looking for?
Subtle.
Yeah, thank you. Be subtle, of course.
Okay. Who has the formula?
I think the ritual was copied by someone, but the actual books are still just sitting in the library.
We
Okay.
may have
Found them.
I found it, but like, I was like, oh, yeah, here it is. Whoever, you know, this is. It's not that like it's not that good. So
Okay. If someone made a copy of it, then I'll say, okay, I'll go get the original, and I'll just say I'm gonna take a walk around and get some exercise while you guys are bending this. This is boring.
you're
And
weird.
he kind of just leaves, and you hear him just kind of like playing his harp and singing randomly as he's walking down the hall. And he will stroll over to the library and grab the rituals book.
All right, so yeah, you find the research material where it was left, just kind of sitting on the table there.
Okay, and you would then head outside the tower, just kind of sit down and wait.
All right, so a moment later, you would sense. Well, actually, let me double check something. Do you have any protections from scrying on you?
No.
Right. So you would. Yeah, because I don't think you know when you're being scribed, even though you have a saving throw. Or scribed, not scribed. But you would feel strangely some sort of magic is affecting you. Do you want to just fail the save? You could probably assume it's a scrying spell.
Yeah. I mean, she told me, so I wouldn't fight it.
Alright. So you kind of lay the paperwork out, sitting there for a moment. And after some time passes, you get another sending spell saying, well done, Glenn. And we shall be in touch. Continue what you're doing.
He'd simply bond affirmative, and he would get up and go back inside, and he'd put the ritual book back in the library where it was.
Actually, hang on. Would they give you any other information? No, I think that's all they say for now. So you go back, and around this time, the mending spells are pretty much done. So what did you pay the component cost in? The group, I mean.
50-50, 1,000 arcane, 1,000 nature, or I'm trying to look at our thing. I don't know where
I think we have like a lot more arcane, but I also think we have usually.
Oh, there's the arcane. Oh yeah, we have 8,000 arcane. Okay, how much nature do we have? Oh, I'm just blind. It's right underneath. Yeah, let's do all arcane then. It's 8,000 arcane.
All right, so Malin does the majority of the re-enchanting. So go ahead and spend that. And yeah, the hollow point is functioning again. Slovik would say, we should act quickly in case Demi becomes aggressive. You should head inside, all of you.
Okay. So let's go.
Inside the.
So she says, inside the hollow point. Do any of you have experience navigating the hollow point?
No. I'm sure I did at some point, but you know. Knock knock. There's things there. That's.
Oh, Slug, you've. Well, yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
I've never had to navigate one. I think I've been inside briefly at one point.
Are we talking about using like it as a teleportation, or are we talking about like actually like interfacing with it?
This is interfacing, entering the hollow.
Ah, okay, sorry.
How
fascinating! She's just gonna lay her hand on the thing.
Alright, so as you touch the hollow point, you would see her eyes kind of glow white for a moment as I don't know, has your character ever in her past like interacted with a hollow point? It's up to you.
I don't know. Like, she's been researching the Therians
It's
in her
unlikely. Let's
in
just
her
say
search,
no,
but I
just
don't know that
because.
she would have actually encountered the opportunity to
Yeah,
interface. Yeah.
definitely. Probably not like an active one if she did find one of the
Okay.
old hollow points. So you would appear inside this starry, almost astral sea-like area, which does remind you quite a bit of home. And a blue floating globe would appear there and say, my apologies, but currently the hollow point is off limits to any visitors. You must leave now.
Oh, that's most unfortunate. You would turn away a pilgrim who values the knowledge and the efforts of the great rune masters.
As you are an unidentified new user, he says, I'm sorry.
Well, allow me to identify.
Wait, so we're all identified at least.
Are you all,
Yeah, but I don't think we touched this thing.
Yeah, are you all going in?
Yeah, I mean, we
I
should.
mean, yeah, I was going to follow right in. Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Slovak would say, wait, when you go in, if you encounter Demi, tell her that you wish access to the... Where is it? You wish access to the Hollow Bastion. This is a place you can travel to within the Hollow, and I believe it is where the enemies are. She should let you go there. I believe I have weaved some magic that will allow passage.
Okay.
Alright, so the rest of you are touching the pillar, and as you show up in there, you see Demi turning kind of red. Seems like she's getting annoyed with Estrella. Would say, once again, I am asking that you leave the Hollow. If you do not leave now, you will be forcibly pushed from
Ejected.
it. Much to.
Oh, wait, damn it! You're going to go to. Don't you have better things to do than disintegrate people?
She says, disintegration is one of the dangers if you continue to persist. She says, you must leave this place now.
You still don't recognize me?
She says, I recognize you, Artificer Maliforn. Says, but the Hollow is not currently admitting any guests.
I can't give her access, level 1 access.
She says, once again, the Hollow is not admitting guests right now. You must all leave. She continues to glow.
Yeah.
I guess we have to
Okay,
leave. I don't want anyone else getting disintegrated.
Get us into the
bastion.
bastion. Get us into the bastion, because you did admit people, and now you're, which is counter to your programming.
Oh, wait, what did you just say to her?
Well, admit us to the Hollow Bastion, whatever Slovak said, because apparently you did admit people and went against that programming that you're claiming to follow.
And you all went in, right? All four of you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. So she, as you say that, she glows blue for a second, and you would see a portal kind of appear in space. And she just doesn't respond, as if she doesn't have anything to say about this.
Let's go. I go right in.
Alright, so you enter.
I guess I'd follow her.
So everything around you kind of swirls and the stars start to take shape. Before you know it, you are standing in what looks like a stone room. Hang on, let me put you on the map. Glenn. Uslog. Oh, and I think I need to make you a token. Or did you make one? Astrea.
I made one.
Okay, awesome.
I don't think it has
Just
any.
need to give you stats.
Yeah, I mean, I can't give it like. Yeah.
Oh, that's why. Astrea. Keep wanting to say Atreyu.
Mhm.
Okay. And do you have dark vision?
No.
Okay, so no dark vision. Alright, so the four of you would appear. Luckily, the area seems to be lit. Yeah, give me a sec, I'm still loading everything in.
She's faintly glowing. Well, some of the stuff she's carrying is. I think it's only like. Let me double check.
But the first thing you would notice is in the room with you are two figures, both of them kind of dripping in a dark miasma. And as soon as they see you, they turn towards you, looking very, very hostile. I would need initiative rolls.
Slog, did you, by chance, give me that shield? Or it's fine if you didn't.
Yeah,
Like,
I
it was
Yeah,
really
we're
asked,
gonna
early
get the
for
shield.
me.
I never
Yes,
got
yeah,
any answers, so
yeah, we're gonna
well,
get the shield.
okay.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, and so it was the plus
camera
2
fixed-
shields, I think was the
Yeah.
one that was on the list there.
Yeah.
Shield, 2 shields.
That makes her AC only slightly more respectable.
Okay.
Let's see, initiative. Lou, could you do the magic like token actions thing?
Yeah, sure.
And I need a token from my familiar.
For now, could we use
Sorry.
just the 5-foot magic square?
Yeah, sure. I just didn't know about like initiative and stuff. I'll just put him in right after me or something.
Let's see. Spell effects.
Hmm. I don't have a 5-foot magic square.
Yeah, I'm adding one for you.
Thank you.
Okay.
I guess I can use Sprocket. That works.
Yeah, you could use that too if you have it already. Might be easier.
Yeah, let me just see what. Let me see if the initiative is any different. +1. Okay.
It's weird, my music just stopped. Alright, well, you have the 5-foot cube too. But the first
Thank you.
act, as you appear, is going to be Uslog. So yeah, these creatures here seem to be hostile. What do you want to do?
Oh yeah. They also seem similar to
I don't
like
think you've
wraiths and stuff
seen
that we've.
any of
Would
these
I?
before.
Okay. They just look very shadowy and okay. Okay.
That is one of them. This one I think you
All
have
right.
seen before.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay.
So
That's
you
taking
know
a
at
little
least
bit to
one of
load,
these
but
is
yeah,
extremely
shadow.
dangerous.
It's not showing anything for me. Is that the smaller token or the big token that one is?
Me either.
Hang on, what's going on?
Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. I'm having a hard time remembering, probably because my brain is exhausted right now. If that one is, I think it's one. Want to say.
Yeah, where did its picture go?
Yeah.
I'm not seeing its picture either. Alright, well, the smaller one is the Shadow Beast. The larger one is the Horror.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't see any pictures either. That's really weird. Alright, well, in any case.
That's either way. I'm going to just attack this one right here.
Alright, so you rush forward at that
I'm going
one
to
as it is
rage.
moving up at you.
And rage.
Unfortunately, I think we're starting this battle just at the end here. 23 is going to strike the enemy. Before it can lunge at you, you come in with a devastating sword attack, doing 16 points of divine energy, plus the 14. So that's going to be 32. An aggressive
Okay.
opening.
Yeah, I don't
Creature
like these
reels
shadow
back,
things.
surprised by how hard you just hit it.
Okay. Well, there's more where that came from. Hopefully. Yeah. Okay. 20.
Yeah, 20 will land a second hit, doing another 18 points to the creature. Though
Oh wow.
not wounding it
Oh well,
yet.
the pictures
Its
of like
shadowy
the
form just kind of
the
took
pictures
both
for
of
the conditions are also gone.
Yeah, I
I'm gonna
noticed
just
that
reload.
too. I was trying to put conditions on them, and they're like just not
Yeah.
showing up. I wonder if Roll20 just is having issues.
Yeah.
It might be. There might be some problem with the art
Yeah.
assets or something.
You know, interesting
Also, I
enough,
don't see you, Glenn.
yesterday. What?
Huh?
I don't see you under the turn order, unless I'm blind. Glenn.
Oh, did my Can I go through?
Yeah, maybe you forgot to highlight your character. Yeah, and I don't see any of your pictures on the turn order there.
Let me
No, I think it's just roll 20s down now, probably.
Oh,
Because I yesterday when I was playing in the game, every turn it kept clearing all the players' turn order.
Oh, I reloaded. My pictures came back. So
Oh, let me try.
just need
oh,
to
did
reload.
you? I can't see anyone's pictures right now. Let me reload.
Oh,
Try that. Maybe
okay,
there was
okay.
just some weird hiccup.
Yeah, there you go. It's good for me now.
Maybe we can get through one of the turns here. I'll see how long this takes. Is my music back? It's really hard for me to do combat without music. It's like what gets me into the descriptions. looks like we're good. Alright, so the creature is winded, but still not wounded, as its shadowy body, or incorporeal body, just took all those hits and is continuing to come at you. Anything else?
No. That is it.
Alright, so creature goes now. Infuriated by your attacks, is going to lunge at you. Doing a claw first. Sorry, 2 claw attacks. First will be a 26.
That will hit.
So the creature hits you doing 17 slashing, which of course is half to 8. The second attack is another claw swipe, which you will duck out of the way. And then it lunges for a bite. 17.
Would just miss.
Alright, so narrowly avoid a nasty bite. That's it for the shadow. The shadow horror is going to let out a scream as you see a bunch of its dark claws now showing, and you see all these tendrils come lashing out in all directions. I need dex saves from all of you.
Did you see?
DC is 16.
Man.
Wait, I have something for that. Let me find it here. I rolled wheel today, which means I'm going to use my reaction to... Wait, you said that I can't make the DC anyway, so I won't spend that. Never mind.
Alright, so the necrotic claws will slash viciously, doing 28 necrotic if you failed your save, or nothing.
28?
Yeah.
Oh, it's nothing if we succeed?
Yeah, no half damage, so you just take nothing. The creature is then going to fly up this way, hitting in the face of your back line. You would also hear now, from that screech, some noises coming from this room next to you. They're like response screeches. Sprocket.
So something invisible, where'd it go? Suddenly went under. Something invisible will carry this and run away.
So it is distracted as something suddenly starts hitting it with its body. Anything else?
No.
Alright, Estrella.
Do spell attacks have disadvantage in melee?
If they're ranged spell attacks.
Ranged spell attack? What's that?
Yeah.
Okay.
If they're
alright.
ranged.
Yeah. Okay. Shit. All right. I'll just stand here and let's cast a moonbeam.
Alright, so you slam your staff against the floor as a beam of energy comes down from above.
And I guess that was meant to be just the description. All right, and then
Oh, and keep track of your spell usage, or keep track of your spell usage before you enter the hollow, what your totals were.
That said 10-foot radius, but I think it's supposed to be a 5-foot radius. So, yeah, I don't think I have a. Oh, here's a. Well, that's just 5 feet. So I have a 5-foot cube.
Here, I can give you a 5-foot.
Yeah, sorry.
I've been kind of just giving everyone back the use of all the radiuses. It's just easier. So what did you say? You needed a 10-foot radius?
5-foot radius or 10-foot circle,
Which is
yeah.
basically a 10-foot cube.
Or circle, yeah.
Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. My roll 20 just like froze up for some reason. A refresh. Is anyone else having issues with roll 20, or is it just me?
I mean, I refreshed it and it seemed better.
Yeah, it's fine for me.
Alright, might just be my connection for some reason. Alright, there we go. Alright, so you should see the 10-foot cube now in the resources.
Okay. All right. There it is.
Well, I guess it should be a 10-foot
Wait, no, wait.
sphere.
That's. Sorry.
No, not the radius, the cube.
Yeah, I already had the 10-foot radius. Oh, I see. You put it up. Okay, I see. I was looking at the resources further down, the other resources folder. Okay, 10-foot. There we go.
I'll even put the circle in just because it looks better for what you're doing.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, there should be a 10-foot circle there too now if you want to use that instead.
Okay. And then I'm gonna use my bonus action to activate Starry Form Archer.
All right.
So basically, Estrella kind of disappears and is now like a glowing constellation, just like pinpoints and lines of light. And let's see that. I don't have this in my sheet yet, so okay. So that came over from roll 20 or D&D Beyond. All right, and then I know it's at disadvantage, but she will go ahead and use the attack that she gets with that for this turn.
Okay.
Let's see. Did that come through? No, it didn't. Okay. Okay. Oh, there it goes.
All right. So.
Oh, and
disadvantage.
I guess. Yeah.
So 20 will strike. Actually, wait. I think that would be normal because your thing distracted it, didn't it?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So yeah, that would just be the 20 is the same.
So then the 20 either way. Yeah.
So you blast him with what type of damage is that? Oh, radiant. Okay. Bludgeoning. So 21. Creature did not like that and was definitely upset at you.
All right, and then I think that's all I got. I'll move. I don't know. I kind of want to be not between this person and whatever's coming through that door, so I'm gonna circle around. That's my turn.
Okay, so
I don't think I can get that far, so there you go. Okay.
Glenn.
Yeah, alright. Let's see what we got here. What should I do? Wrap in my grill. Is Malin within melee range of him?
Not yet, no.
No.
Damn.
Yeah.
He's within melee range of the old lady. But that's about it.
I am going to... cast Phantasmal Force on the creature. Or wait, I need to check real quick. So it has no effect on... never mind. I do not cast Phantasmal Force. I'm
not sure if these are undead. Or at least you don't think the Shadow Horror is undead.
Yeah.
It's an aberration.
Well, okay. Yeah, if I don't think it's undead, I guess I'll give it a try.
Alright, so the Shadow Horror has to make an int save.
So it should be an intelligence save.
It would fail.
Yeah, intelligence saving throw.
What's the phantasm?
Alright, so behind it, right here, yeah, so behind it, it's going to basically be like a giant, as big as a person I can fit in a 5x5 square. That is just going to be super tall, super muscular, super mean looking. He's got tattoos and scars all over his face. You know, he's wearing a gang jacket. Like, he looks super intimidating.
Alright.
Way more intimidating than us. And that will be my turn.
Alright, so you are concentrating Malin.
Oh, yeah, let me put that. Timer and concentrate.
What are you gonna do, Malin?
Oh, it's my turn. I didn't hear. Yeah, I'm just transforming and punching this thing. Very simple.
Alright, so you once again take on your lupine form as you rush up with a thunderous gauntlet punch. Yeah, 21 will strike. Its AC is 13. So 12. That will taunt it. Second attack.
Yep. No, I transformed. That was my action.
Oh, that was your action.
Unless that was, I'm pretty sure transformation is my action.
I don't think
It's not a
you
bonus
can
action.
Can you bonus action offhand?
Oh wait, no, sorry. As a bonus action, no, no, this is my bonus action. Sorry, so I do have one more punch. You're right. The transformation was the bonus action.
Okay, yeah, that makes more sense.
Okay, so yeah, one more punch.
Yeah, 14.
Well, I guess I still hit.
Doing another 13 points of damage. And it's gonna change its anger towards you. Alright, anything else?
Nope.
Alright, so that's going to be the end of round 1, but yeah, it's probably going to be where we end it for this week. Give me MVP votes. Now we'll also give Estrella an inspiration point for her introduction.
Thank you.
Very fun old lady bit.
Suspicious old ladies.
What did you say? What did you say,
Suspicious
Glenn?
old lady.
Oh yeah.
Suspicious old lady in the tower.
And I get to transfer over like the story points and inspiration points that Arabelle had, right?
The story points, not the inspiration points.
Oh, okay.
Those are
Good
per
to know.
character. But Glenn with 2 votes.
That sucks.
Okay.
We had 4.
No.
Yeah, the character themselves are who gets inspired by actions. The story points are more like player's property. But yeah, good job.
Looks like my song netted me 2 inspiration points.
Yeah, you got your one for the eulogy and the one for your MVP.
Yes, I've decided that anytime now a character dies, they get a song from Glenn. Yeah.
That extra inspiration.
So,
Anyone else want to claim inspiration for things they did?
I think I had a pretty good banter with Surtur.
Yeah, I'll say that was a pretty good scene. I'll give you an inspiration point for that.
With who?
Surtur, the god. Alright. Well, yeah, good game.
Thank you.
We will
Yeah.
pick up next time.
Yeah,
unless
good
anyone
games.
Has any questions or anything? Well, I'll be doing some notes, but otherwise, yeah, I'll see you next time.
Yep.
Good night,
Good games,
everybody.
guys. Good night.
Bye.
Good night.
next week.